So how about this gorgeous hummingbird feeder with the moat and bee guards? So you get the hummingbird feeder with the metal hook that is powder coated, nectar recipe, and the cleaning brush, and the bee guards. And this is a true piece of artwork as each is hand blown. So no two are alike, and you have this heavy duty plastic base with 4 hummingbird feeding ports and a full perch. And so we have multiple color options for you, but oh, we don't? Oh, well, just kidding. My card was wrong. We used to have them. We only have 400 left in the yellow. All right, so if you wanted the other colors, they're gone, but we have this beautiful classic yellow, M99919. $39.98 is your sale price today, $13.33 if you're choosing Easy Pay at checkout. All right, so you know, Roxanne, I know that you are the hummingbird queen here at QVC, so it doesn't surprise me that you're bringing this to us. But this is not just any hummingbird feeder. I mean, this is truly artwork. This is a one-of-a-kind piece. I adore this. It's beautiful.
Okay, so let me tell you the backstory on this, Melissa.
Yeah?
The hummingbird feeder started in my backyard about 15 years ago with my sweet little mommy, who's up in heaven, my little Rita. And she would sit in this backyard and she would just be mesmerized by all the hummingbirds that we had. And this is what we had, one of these plastic little junky things. And that's when I went to my husband, Bob, and said, Bob, you need to go to the drawing board. And over 250,000 hummingbird feeders later, this is where we're at.
Wow.
This one has been wildly popular. First of all, it looks like a pineapple. Second of all, it's glass. It's not that cheapy plastic stuff, okay? And so let's start from top to bottom. We have our powder-coated hook. If you look at the top here, it looks like the top of the pineapple and the green part. That is a built-in ant moat. So what you're going to do is you're going to put a little bit of water in there, okay? And that's going to, if you have ants, and when they come marching in, they're just going to die. And then you have the beautiful glass, gorgeous yellow here. And then we went a step further this year, and I'm going to come up close. We put in built-in bee guards on it, okay? You can pay up to, $7 to $10 for bee guards.
Really?
Not with the De Palmas, darling. We built them in. And then again, you know, we never show up ugly to the garden. I put my signature hibiscus flower on there. And if you notice, there's a resting spot all the way around because, Melissa, the hummingbirds flap their little wings 80 times a second. That's over 4,000 times a minute. So they need to rest. And then let's go a step further. Do you see how thick this glass is? You can actually take and clean this glass.
Oh, wow.
Just get a bottle brush in there. Where when you use the plastic ones, you can never get them clean because the mold takes and goes into the plastic. And then one last thing, we made the bottoms out of a product called polycarbonate. This will withstand up to 350 pounds. And you never want to buy a feeder that has a metal bottom because what happens is when the nectar gets down into the feeder, you get a chemical reaction, but most of all, it hurts the little birdies because it burns their feet.
Aww.
Melissa, we knocked it out of the park with this.
You really did.
We live in Southern California where it's glass blowing heaven down here. We have this little place called Laguna Beach, California. Mm-hmm. And I went into a glass blowing store and I was looking at glass hummingbird feeders because they're so popular. The least expensive glass hummingbird feeder that I could find, $100.
Oh, wow.
And the price on this is wow, wow, wow. But if you have any of my feeders, these will all take and work together with them. And also, Melissa, we also give you the recipe for the nectar. Please don't ever buy the red stuff because it harms our little hummingbirds. It's super simple. You buy cheap white flour. It's sugar, not flour. Flour's on my head. Sugar. So it's 1 cup of sugar, 4 cups of water, I stir it up. I put it in the microwave for about 5 minutes so it takes in and dissolves. And it will last for up to 2 weeks in your refrigerator. Now, this will hold up to 3 cups of nectar. And I have to refill my feeders. I've got 6 in my backyard. I have 2 in my front yard. And I have to fill them up this time of year about every 3 to 4 days. And again, you want to get those pollinators in your garden.
Wonderful. So this hummingbird feeder with the moat and bee guards is $39.98 today, $13.33 if you choose Easy Pay at checkout, M99919. And we only have yellow remaining and not many to go around, so don't wait here. 800-500-7590. You also have .com. And you can tap our app as well. And just a quick fashion break for you.